Welcome to another episode of Backstage at BYU-Idaho. This week, we spent some time with one of our home office employees that spends his time reading discussion posts and tracking online engagement.
Hello, my name is Jared Goodat, and I am the Online Instruction Community Coordinator here at BYU-Idaho.
As I met with Jared, he couldn't resist logging into the online community and highlighting some of the great stuff he observes there.
Yeah, see here we have a really good post in one teaching group on feedback ideas. I love it. This other group here has one on inspiring a love for learning, which is one of our instructor standards, but it looks like they kind of have a theme going on because the previous week they had one on building faith in Christ, which is another instructor standard. Lots of participation there. That's great. Oh, someone asking a question about technology problems. See, this is good. Our most successful teaching groups in the community seem to be those where not all of the posts are initiated by teaching group leaders, but are also posted by the average everyday instructors. So this is good stuff. This kind of stuff gets me excited. This is what I love to do every day.
So tell me, Jared, what exactly does an online community coordinator do?
So an online community coordinator is an interesting role, not only at the university, but in industry at large. The concept of an online forum moderator has been around since the inception of the internet. But the idea of employing someone to facilitate a holistic virtual community experience has only been an emerging employment field for the last several years. Specifically to BYU-Idaho, we have 3 teams within the online instruction department. First, it's the instructor management team, and they spend most of their time evaluating and mentoring online instructors through the assistant instructor manager and TGL roles and so forth. Then the second team is the instructor development team that helps onboard and provide ongoing training to all of our instructors, self-helps, job aids, click sheets, all of those kinds of things. And then last but not least is where I come in, the online instruction community. In theory, we want instructors to have this seamless and robust employment experience where they're not teaching their courses in isolation, but instead have a very collaborative environment where they genuinely feel a part of BYU-Idaho and have a place that they can come together with colleagues to become better at their craft of online learning and teaching, in spite of the fact that they're spread throughout the country. So this experience we're trying to create is most commonly done through the Online Instruction Community Tool, which is our website where instructors can engage in blogs and forums, teaching groups, listening to podcasts, or engaging in course group discussions. All of this happens asynchronously, meaning outside of time and space, where an instructor can log in any time of day or night and join a conversation for the benefit, for their benefit and for the benefit of their colleagues. And so my job is really to help facilitate all that and make sure that people have opportunities to engage.
And what are some benefits of the community?
So some of the benefits of the community that I see are the organization of teaching groups. So each instructor, when they're contracted with the university, is assigned to a teaching group of 8 to 12 other instructors led by a teaching group leader. This group serves as a support for instructors. Like I said before, our instructors, our model is not to have instructors working in isolation, but rather as a group of like-minded individuals who learn together to know how to better support their students. Another benefit I see are those community blog posts by a variety of instructors who, for whatever reason, feel prompted to share something to the community at large. These blog posts can serve to support and inspire, even answer questions, etc., for other instructors. And, most of the blog posts can be read in a few minutes, and I've found a lot of inspiration and applicability to the scholarship of learning and teaching, which we're all trying to learn about and become better at. Outside of collaborating with colleagues in the community tool itself, we're also experimenting with regional gatherings where instructors can come together face-to-face and other kind of one-time activities throughout the year where we can build camaraderie with all of our instructors. We're a large organization, but it doesn't have to feel that way, and that's part of our goal with the online community experience.
With all that online instructors need to do, are you finding that instructors participate or engage in the community?
This is an interesting question, and probably the reason for my employment is to figure out how well our instructors are engaging in the community experience. And as all of our instructors know, and probably anybody listening to this podcast episode know, we have 5 instructor standards at the university for our online instructors, the first 3 of which are geared more towards helping our students, so building faith in Christ, inspiring a love for learning, and developing relationships with and among our students. Those are certainly a vital part of, and probably the hallmark of our employment as online instructors, to really make sure that we're engaging with our students and providing faith-promoting opportunities for them. Interestingly, though, the last 2 standards have more to do with us supporting each other as colleagues, the Embrace University Citizenship Standard and the Seek Development Opportunity Standard. And both of these standards imply a level of interest and involvement with each other to help us become better at our craft. And so when we ask the question, are instructors participating or engaging in the community, I think what we hope to do is help them realize that part of their employment, what we want to pay them to do, is to collaborate with each other and not reinvent the wheel every semester, and pay attention to and share those best practices that we've been learning over the years. And this job is not to be done in isolation. We should be doing it together and building upon each other's strengths and knowledge. And so are instructors participating? Yes. Could we be doing it better? Certainly. But I think we've seen a lot of great things in there, and while there's room for improvement, I don't think instructors are disappointed, those who choose to engage with each other in the community experience.
Why should the online community be one of their priorities?
So kind of like I said before, the last 2 instructor standards are part of the community experience that we've created. And, well, one could argue that as a BYU-Idaho online instructor, we are contractually obligated to spend 15 minutes of our time engaging in reflection and university citizenship activities. But it's more than that. It's recognizing that there are nuggets of gold in the community experience, and there are opportunities to serve others by serving up our own nuggets we have learned through our experience. And so I think it should be a priority. For some, it's not. And I think it's just educating all of us on the benefits of participating with each other in that community experience.
What message would you give to online instructors who may be a little skeptical about the benefits of participating in the online community?
So the most successful instructors I have seen are the ones who consciously decide to spend a set amount of time in the community, whether that's divided up in 15-minute increments or an hour chunk of time throughout the week or something like that. The point is, those that have been successful are the ones that make a conscious decision to share resources and stories and best practices and so forth that help others, perhaps, in their moments of need. As we've learned from President Eyring in one of his devotional addresses, the places to which God would have us go are never for us alone. And I think it's important that we remember as online instructors, yes, we are here ultimately to build the faith and the educational and employment opportunities of our students. And a lot of that is done by learning from each other as colleagues. Teaching one another is not just a cute mantra in the learning model for students. It applies to all of us and all we do here at BYU-Idaho. And I think I would say it this way. We have this storehouse of talented and inspired instructors living throughout this country, and we're simply trying to provide a way for all of us to virtually access that storehouse, consume the great content of knowledge available, and collaborate with each other while doing so. And so I think I would say, tell instructors who might be skeptical, give it a chance. Share what you know. Our promise here in the home office is that you won't be disappointed with your experience there. And if you are disappointed with your experience, give us feedback on how we can improve it. We're always looking for ways to improve our online instructor experience, and the community is one of those ways, one of those mechanisms in which we try to support our instructors as they become better at their craft.